In their loss last week, they couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me. Find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Wilson to the seat at their own 22. And right away, he'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A look at the numbers from a week ago for Reed. 7 catches, 82 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked #9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, #9's a good number.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Seahawks.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Wilson's pass intercepted.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Mostert, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 20-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7.
Garoppolo's pass.
And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's rake.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now on second and 13. Wilson rolling to his right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 36.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Complete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Darrell Taylor drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range.
Coming to the line here to begin their lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he will be brought down at about... The 43 that time.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 11.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Jordan Reed has it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Spencer. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be at.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo gets this one to use check. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 36, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
45-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
For San Francisco.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
7-yard line.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Spencer. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. 12 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it. Can't convert, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stomped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Wilson now on 3rd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Come on now.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And all the way down to the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
To Jordan Reed.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Seahawks. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Niners 20. Seahawks.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their
Well, Seattle now ready to march out of the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Buying time to his left. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. First down, 49ers.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And the 49er first down.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
At the 35-yard line.
Flushed it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
One last shot for Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Seahawks 20.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for San Francisco, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon.
Me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rocking black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so, but me and being so.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their second-year quarterback from NC State. It's Ryan Finley.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action. Finley. He'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Bengals.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Finley. And able to find Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Gain of 6.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with 3rd and 1.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, the surprise 2nd-round pick back in April, as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Oh, he's going to... Got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35.
That's good.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
By Logan Wilson.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nothing.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
1st down, Finley. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So a nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's 2nd and 4.
47-yard line.
From the gun, Finley. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
To throw, Finley. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Back at the 49-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Finley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Earlier in the quarter, when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Finley going to lead the Bengals up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And right away, he'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample.
Complete to Drew Sample.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
40-yard line.
Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Jefferson, incomplete. He was covered by Trey Waynes.
Throwing is Hurts. It goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And 7.
Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run. Hurts fumbles it, and the Bengals grab it.
Hurts on the keeper.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, Finley. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Finley one more time. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Alex Erickson.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. Seibert's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. The 49ers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Browns trying to hold on and claim victory. In the game you're watching, it was Ryan Finley with the great first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And they're going to speed things up here.
They're on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Loss. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
First pass intercepted by the Bengals.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
yards. And a Bengal first down.
Finley sets to throw on first down. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample.
Finley's back.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The throw over the middle taken in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating in the red zone now, Finley. He'll get this complete to Erickson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings
Finley now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he connects with Ertz.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. Finding Ertz again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them. It's
part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Margus Hunt busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
At the 16-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Finley. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up third down.
On third down, here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Williams, the ball carrier.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
And it's third down.
Finley working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Sanders. He's going to have the first down past the 20. As they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the counter now is Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw to Jefferson on the slant.
Hurts pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Pass, offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Jalen Hurts.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
26-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 23-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Ties the game 6-6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
At the 23-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Williams. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
You certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
12. First down, Cincinnati.
From the gun, Finley on the slant, complete to Green. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Finley setting up on first down. That's complete to the tight end Sample. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Finley, 3rd and 2. And able to find Green. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Today's final
partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bengals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking.